Hi, welcome to Making All the Plans. I'm Connie, and if we haven't met before, I'm a busy mom of 2 active kids, and both my husband and I have full-time careers. My goal is to share with you how I stay on top of all life throws at me in one planner so that you might be able to do the same. This week I am filming at my desk instead of my project table, and I got a new light setup over here, and I'm recording on my desk mat, which is pretty, but it might be a little busy. And then I've gone ahead and printed out this week's packet to get started on. I have my goals page, my routines and resets page, my pages from Passion Planner. These are free printables that I print out each week. And then I have the Faith printable from Squared Plans, as well as her quadrant layout. But let's go ahead and get started with the weekly Passion Planner layout. And I'm a little tired of doing wintry cold spreads, so I am going to pull out some Chick Attitude wide washi PET tape from the washi tape store, and if it's still available, I will link it down below, but I just cut out one of each until it repeated again. And then I have my Friction 0.5 clicky pen and my erasable highlighter, also from Friction. But let's go ahead and get some of these images down. I don't want to put a lot down. I wrote a lot in my planner this week, and I expect to need to do the same next week. So I definitely want to leave a lot of space to actually do my planning, but I thought I could put a girl over here on the left and then maybe another one on the right. I probably won't use the girl in the shorts just because it is January in Ohio. But I did want to just flip through and see what my options were. And then I'm going to go in and just lay out those things that are on my calendar that I need to block off time for. So Sunday, the highlight at the top is for a birthday. The Monday highlight at the top is because my kids and I are off that day, and I think my husband's actually off that day too, so maybe we'll do something that day. But then I'll also draw in the boxes for my meetings for the week so that I can write those in. And as you can tell, I'm not drawing them perfectly. I might get out a ruler at some point in the future if it's bothering me that they're not straight lines, but really it's more about functionality. So I'm putting these boxes in. I will go back and write the actual meetings in, and then each morning I will go through and write down in between those blocks possible things that I could get done during the day. And I do want to mention that I am only using 24-pound paper here, and it is not easy to get stickers up once I put them down. So I'm trying to get them down where I want them on the first try, and if I'm off a little bit, I will probably just leave them be instead of having to get out my undo. And I am using this little poker pad and my little poker tool to try to get the PET tape up off the backing. I did struggle with this. It probably took me as long to get the backing off the PET tape as it did to actually do all the other layout of the planner for the week. So hopefully I can find an easier way to get the backing off this PET tape in the future. Now, I didn't cut every little sentiment off originally in case I wanted to keep them grouped with the girl. So I just kind of cut them in chunks, if that makes sense. And then if I decide that I don't want that quote or whatever with the girl, I will cut that off as I'm putting things down on the page. So I just put these 2 girls down, and then the 3 quotes say, "Make people feel good about themselves. Sometimes you win and sometimes you learn." And the other one says, "The day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit." And then I just went back through the stickers again and made sure there wasn't any other little things that I could drop in. I kind of wanted a few little images, but there really weren't. It was either quotes or full-size girls. So I just left it at this, trimmed off the extra of the stickers of the girls overhanging, and then I will go back and start writing in my plans for the week. I don't completely plan out the week until either Sunday night or a Monday morning, but I can start some things. So I will write in my meetings and things for the week, and then I will also write in the dates, and I may already know what the focus of the day needs to be. So if I do, I will write that in as well. And this is the Friday before this is going live, so I will also go ahead and do the meal planning so that I can put my grocery order in, and I will pick those groceries up tomorrow morning before I get started for the day. I also can look at this now and know that Tuesday is going to be pretty busy meeting-wise, so there won't be a lot of time to do other things necessarily during the day. But I do know that I could probably make some returns on my way to work, at lunchtime, and on my way home from work. So I probably will do training at home in the morning, stop and make a return or two on my way into work, and then when I go to lunch, I won't really go to lunch. I'll just run a return that's close by, and then on my way home, I can hit whatever else is left. I also know that I won't need to stay late during the week unless there is an outage or an emergency change that needs to happen, but I know who's going to be where this week, and given that, I know that I'll be able to leave work at a normal time. I won't get stuck there, so I can plan normal meals instead of necessarily planning a quick meal because I know I'm going to be home late. I also know that my daughter is going to a dance on Friday, so we can have fish while she's at her dance because she is not a big fish eater. I also go ahead and put my making all the plans tasks for the week down here in the bottom right-hand corner. I feel like there is plenty of room here, and it doesn't make my calendar at the top messy. And I'm not necessarily sure when I'm going to be able to fit these things in. Usually they're in the evening, but occasionally I can get up in the morning and get something done before work. I also try to note which days of the week I am going into work. I normally go in on Tuesday and Thursday, so Tuesday there's a lot of meetings and I am planning on doing those returns. Thursday, I want to work on surplus, but I also want to go ahead and go in on Wednesday while no one else is there and work on lab cleanup. But I will figure out what the focus of Monday and Sunday are going to be, probably Sunday night or Monday morning. Monday is probably going to just be a relaxation day, I'm going to be honest. But I may also work on some content and just some smaller things around the house. But really, it needs to just be a family day so we can reset and get ready for the week. So I usually put a goal for work, a goal for making all the plans, and a goal for personal or home each week. And so for work, I really want to try to get the lab cleaned up and surplus processed while people are out of the office. It usually goes smoother. Making all the plans, I want to work on my videos and photos, and then personal, I want to shore up those routines and just make sure that I have things down instead of having to tweak them every week. I don't normally decorate my routines page, and then I do like to put a few decorations on this prayer list page and on my page that I write out my verse of the day, but I didn't really think that the girls went with the prayer list necessarily, so I did go ahead and just grab some washi tape. I'm not sure it necessarily coordinates with the girls on the tape, but I liked the washi tape and I was drawn to use it this week, so I just went ahead and used it. And I don't really feel like these pages need a lot of decoration because there is so much text that goes on them. So at the bottom of the verse a day page, I am just going to run the washi tape along the bottom and call that done. And at this point my phone died, so I did lose some footage, but I wanted to flip through and show you the final look. These are my weekly routines, and as you can see, I have a few empty spots that I'm trying to fill in and figure out what I want to do. This is my weekly spread, my prayer list, and then my verse of the day pages. So I think that they're pretty and they're inviting, and I think that I'll want to get in them and use them, and that's really the point of my planner. So I hope that everyone has a very productive week. I hope that everyone's staying warm for those of you that are in the cold snap, and I hope that you have a wonderful week. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!